performing John Mulaney's Kid Gorgeous. He is a 35-year-old man, and you may be thinking that I have absolutely no connection to him, being that I am a 17-year-old young woman, but somehow I do. John Mulaney is weird, dorky, and anxious. I also happen to have all these characteristics and an oddly parallel childhood. We both learned about stranger danger as young children, which he mentions in his performance, and now we are both absolutely terrified of strangers. Kid Gorgeous discusses John Mulaney's childhood and what it's like to be an adult. John Mulaney is demonstrative with perfect hand gestures to match and amazing at stage work. I want to be better at these things, and I thought he would be the perfect mentor to learn from. Hopefully, I do John Mulaney justice with my rendition of Kid Gorgeous. Hi, I'm John Mulaney. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming out to see me at Radio City Music Hall. What a beautiful and historic and deeply haunted building this is. I keep walking through cold spots being like, I wonder who that used to be. I've never seen a ghost, by the way. I asked my mom once if she had ever seen a ghost. That's where we're at, conversation-wise, in our relationship as a mother and a son, because I'm 35 and have no children to talk about, and she doesn't understand my career. So I was at home for Christmas, and we were eating Triscuits in silence, and I was staring at the floor, and I was like, well, here goes nothing. You ever seen a ghost? And she goes, yes, which is the best answer. She goes, I never told you this, but the house you grew up in was haunted. I said, say more right now. She goes, outside you and your brother's room, I used to see the ghost of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown walk down the hall and then evaporate. And my dad goes, let's change the subject. I get he was doing that dad thing of like, this is a weird topic and I want to talk about a book I read about World War II. But the way it came off was that he definitely killed that little girl. Let's change the subject. Why are we even talking about Penelope or whatever her name is? I didn't kill her. Whoever did kill her was just trying to protect her from this world. I love doing stand-up in front of audiences. It reminds me of assembly from grade school, and assembly was the only part of school I ever liked. Once you leave school, you don't get to have assembly anymore. Because look at all of you, sitting in chairs, staring at a guy with absolutely no expertise who's going to talk for a really long time. But this is different. You paid for this. You knew this was coming. When you were a kid, you never knew assembly was coming. You just showed up at 8 a.m. and they'd go, put your stuff down, go to the gym. And you're like, well, I guess they're gonna do it. I guess they're gonna finally kill us all. This is younger than I thought, but we are pretty big jerks. So you go to the gym, and the whole school is sitting on the floor, and you're like, what are we, about to graduate from Tuesday? My principal would always like to come to start things out. Children, rather than continue to teach you how to read, we've cleared the entire day for this random guy. I used to smoke crack. As you 7 and 8-year-olds know, freebasing's the greatest orgasm known to man. But I'm here to tell you there's hope. I've been sober now 2 weeks. Well, weekdays, not weekends. Yes, that's Nuncio's time. assembly. There's always assembly and then like that second assembly to yell at you for how you behaved at the first assembly. They'd be like, get in here, sit down. I want to talk about what happened yesterday. We invite a woman here with homemade puppets to teach you about bullying through skits, and you all laughed at her? We noticed you had all been bullying each other and making fun of everything constantly. So we invite a woman here with straight gray hair in a denim dress with a wrist cast and homemade puppets to teach you about bullying through skits, and you all, ha ha ha, laughed it up. What was so funny? I want to know. What was so funny when she couldn't fit the box of puppets in the trunk of her Dodge Neon? What was so hilarious that you all ran to the windows? Well, you all missed a valuable lesson on the danger of cliques. What's a clique? It's when a group of people hang out together. Oh, you mean like having friends? No. These people make fun of others. Oh, you mean like having friends? The greatest assembly of them all, once a year, stranger danger. Yeah, the hottest ticket in town. The Bruno Mars of assemblies. You are gathered as a school, told never to talk to an adult that you don't know. By an adult that you don't know. We had the same stranger danger speaker every year when I was a kid. Detective J.J. Bittenbinder. He was from the Chicago Police Department. So Bittenbinder would come every year to teach us about the violent world waiting for us outside the school gym. All right, time for Street Smarts with Detective J.J. Bittenbinder. Shut up! You're all gonna die. That was the general tone. He would give us tips on how to deal with crime. This evening, I will share some of those tips with you. All right, tip number 1, street smarts. Let's say a guy pulls a knife out on you. What do? Because you remember the scourge of muggings when you were in 2nd or 3rd grade. You know how a mugger thinks. God, I could really use some crack right now. I bet that 8-year-old with the goddamn Aladdin wallet with blank photo laminate pages could help. So a guy pulls a knife out on you. What do? You go fumbling for your wallet? Well, in that split second, that's when he stabs you. Okay? So here's what you do. You kids buy yourselves a money clip. You can buy one of these at any haberdashery. So when a guy flashes you a blade, you can go, you want my money? Here, go get it. Then you run in the opposite direction. And our teachers were like, write that down. Buy a money clip, engraved ? Tip number 2, street smarts. Let's say a guy throws you in the back of his trunk. This was at 9 in the morning. Let's say a guy throws you in the back of his trunk. Don't panic. Once you get your bearings, find the carpet that covers the taillight, peel it back, form a fist, punch out the taillight, thus creating a hole in the back of the vehicle. Then stick out your tiny hand and wave to oncoming motorists to let them know something hinky's going on. Tip number 3, street smarts. Your kids got no upper body strength. And we were like, we know, but hey. If a guy tries to grab you, you can't fight him off with fists. So here's what you do. Your kids fall down on your back, then kick upwards at him. That'll throw him off his rhythm. That was a big thing with Bittenbinder, throwing pedophiles off their rhythm. He won't know what to do with 2 tiny sneakers coming at him. If the Lindbergh baby had steel towboats, he'd still be alive today. Street smarts. Yeah, he was not a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down kind of guy. He was more like, brush your teeth, now boom, orange juice, that's life. Bittenbinder told me things that still haunt me to this day. One year, he comes for assembly and he goes, okay, when you get kidnapped, not if, when. Okay, when you get kidnapped, where the guy grabs you in the biz, we call that the primary location, okay? Your odds of coming back alive, about 60%. But if he takes you to a secondary location, your odds of coming back alive, slim to none. I am 35 years old, and I am still terrified of secondary locations. If I'm at a place, I never want to go to another place. I'll be at a wedding, and someone will come up to me and be like, hey, you coming to the hotel bar afterwards? We're gonna keep the party going. And I'm like, nah, sister, you're not getting me to no secondary location.